Warning, the following program may contain strong language, as well as adult or controversial themes. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is ATG Grid News.
I am Miss Sony.
I am Zack Haiku.
I am Katheryn Llewellyn.
Our top stories. Wait a second. Okay, give me a second. Are we using the right camera? Are you sure we're on the right segment? Because I'm pretty sure what I'm seeing on the screen is not what's right. Can you switch this to HD, please? Yes. Could you do that, please? Switch to camera 2. Now, you see what I mean? This is much better. Now we're on the right camera. Thank you. Welcome to ATG News, and this is ATG Productions. From us to all of you, a happy 20th anniversary Second Life. All right, we are in, and welcome to a brand new Around the Grid. I am your host, Zack Haiku. There we go. And with me, I have the fabulous Katheryn Llewellyn.
Katheryn Llewellyn.
Okay. What? Was it wrong?
Kind of.
Please tell me I didn't. No,
Oh, there it goes.
Right.
It didn't come all the for whatever reason. It didn't come all the way through. It only pulled out the first.
Oh.
It skipped my last two letters of my last name. For some
Yeah,
reason.
let's hope that there's no big missing frames. And we have with us iDaisy Ray.
Hello.
Hello. And we have, of course, my camera telling me stuff about me being having too much detail. We have more people coming in. Some of them already in the call even. But we are here because we want to discuss a lot. We have a lot to discuss. It's been a while since we've had an Around the Grid. And so we need to go through those. It's been a while, Katheryn. Well, it's not been a while. I mean, I was recording with you earlier.
Well, it's been a while since we've done an Around the Grid, but we kind of, Around the Grid reformatted for season 5. So, and there were a lot of wonderful changes that came through, including Around the Grid News, Around the Grid Entertainment Weekly, Around the Grid Sports Plus. And so we're re-debuting the Around the Grid in a new format. And it's turning into and it's still a couch panel show where we talk about things, but it's a little different.
Yes, exactly. I mean, we still wanted to do the couch panel because it's great. And this time, I'm gonna have to turn my camera around. I hope we can see. We have an audience area. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can always come over and
hang out.
Have a look.
Yep, hang out with the peoples.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna have to do one thing here. Give me a second. I'm sorry for everyone who's going to be seeing the mess that is my screen, but there you go. Just needed to.
Pammy, thank you for joining us, by the way.
Get that audio out.
Hugs to Pammy.
Yes, Pammy, thank you for joining us. Our lonesome member there on our audience.
Hi, Pammy.
But she is here. Hi, Pammy.
Much love to the Pammy.
So that's where we are going this time. We're going with the show like that. We're going to be doing at least 3 of these while we are here at SL20B, because we are here at SL20B.
Yeah.
This is our studio at the SL20B location, at our location on the exhibitors.
Yes.
And we are going to be doing our shows from here because it has a different flavor.
Yes. So we are sparkling at Sparkle.
Exactly.
And I am really honored because I invited my friend Daisy Ray, who I haven't seen in forever, and I'm so happy she's back. Because
thank you.
I have missed you. I have missed you tons and tons and tons.
I've missed you too.
So I'm just, I was so excited when I saw a video of yours come up. I was like, yes, she's back!
I'm happy that you invited me. Honestly, what you guys have done with this is just really amazing. Because I've always said, it would be really crazy if someone did something like this, and you guys did, and I was like, wow, they did a really good job with it. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. This
Well,
is our
we're happy
first
to have you
showing.
here.
This is literally our first exhibit at SL20B. And we have collaborated with a lot of really great teams. So I'm just sharing the love because Daisy's an awesome collaborator, and she's really fun, and she has a great sense of style, as you can clearly see. I mean, please.
No, thank you.
That look is stunning. It's stunning.
You're too kind.
Definitely.
I'm feeling a little disco-y myself, but I'm lilac disco today.
Well, I love what you did with your trousers there. That looks great.
Yes, one of my favorite vendors is called Denier, and they have a jumpsuit that comes in all sorts of colors that I bought the fat pack too. So that's kind of sparkly like this. I don't know why. I like sparkly things. I'm like weird. I'm like a little kid, You give me something that's shiny and sparkly, I just kind of ooh.
I'm the same way. That's the first thing I noticed when I came here. I was like, oh my gosh, your pants are so pretty.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think there's got to be a reason for that, and I'm going to use that as a segue. But I am pretty sure the reason for Katheryn to go and have to pull those fantastic pants also out of her closet is because she can officially be called a star. Huh, Katheryn?
Not even close. Not even close. Okay, Strawberry Singh, yes. Bow to you. You are queen. Draxtor, yes, bow to you. You are king. But me, I'm a 30-second clip.
No.
You were there. You were there, and that counts. You were in the Made in Second Life, the movie. That counts.
You were in a movie. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I was sitting on the couch with a star.
See? Told you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
I need to sit proper now.
Yeah, we had Katheryn there as part of the documentary, and I gotta say that was actually an amazing documentary done by Draxtor.
He did an amazing job. Yes, absolutely.
He did a fantastic job there.
Very
detailed, even
he
even
covered
if it was under
so
an
much
hour.
in such a wonderful sequential way. And he made sure that Philip Linden was heavily involved, which was great because it helped with a lot of the clarifications and stuff. They talked to Prims and Mesh, and he covered so much in this one doc. I don't know how he did it because there was just so much.
For a moment, I thought you were going to say that he made sure that Philip Linden was great on camera.
Dude's married, so I can't fangirl him anymore. When he was single, I was fangirling him a lot. But me being the nice little Catholic girl, I'm not going to fangirl him anymore. I mean, I appreciate and respect his intelligence, but I see nothing else.
There you go.
Is that
That's
like
how
the
it
creator
goes.
of Second Life?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was part of the movie as well. He was interviewed by Draxtor there, and I know he's not going to see this, but we still really, really would love to be able to also interview him. But we may be able to, but we will most likely be able to interview Draxtor because we have talked to him, and yeah, he's all up for it. So
I can't wait to watch that then.
He
that
just
is
needs an
something,
email.
well, then we gotta give him an email. What are we waiting then?
I know, right?
But yes, Made in Second Life, the movie, it is out on YouTube. We have mentioned it already on ATG Grid News.
Yes, we have.
And yeah, we really, I think everybody should go and have a look at it. It's a great documentary.
Yeah.
Especially now that I know that one of my friends was in a movie. Like, that's something I'm going to brag about for a while. So.
Yeah, it is a great documentary, and it really deserves the attention.
Yeah, he's done a lot of very hard work. Oh my God, syncing the voices, getting all the filming together. He's been doing this a long time, but he's really good, and there's a reason he's really good.
Yeah, he is. He is really, really good at what he does. I hope I could have just a tiny little bit of the
Draxtor talent, yes.
Of the Draxtor talent, yes. But we do what we can with what we have.
and I mean, for all intents and purposes, I think we're pretty fabulous in our own way.
Oh, we definitely are. We are incredible. We are incredible. We've been doing amazing work, in my opinion. Come on. So I completely agree. But yes, that was the SL. So the Made in Second Life, the movie, which was made for the SL20B, which we are currently in. Mm-hmm. But there is so much to talk about on the SL20B. Katheryn, you've done the rounds at the Shop and Hop, haven't you?
I did. I went to every single sim, and I checked out all of the credits and gift cards. Made a video on that. I was going to do individual videos of the gifts for each sim, and I decided not to because there were several people who were opening the gifts, picking them up, and doing that for me. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to let them enjoy it. But I have to do a mention because Fabulously Free in SL, and this is something that people may not be aware of, but Fabulously Free SL, and mucho cariño, much love, much affection to Cat Pink for bringing this to my attention because she's on my feed in Facebook. And she announced it just I think a day and a half ago. She was so on top of it. Fabulously Free created their ultimate gift guide. And their ultimate gift guide literally is a Google Sheets file with the name of the store, the gift, a photo of the gift, and the link on how to get your hands on it. So you can
it's absurdly descriptive. Yeah, it is very,
very detailed.
Fantastic job, great photos. So you could really pick your favorite things out of each area and just run with it. So
and with that info, please, Pammy, don't just leave immediately to go and find what Fabulously Free showed. I know you haven't gone through all of the Second Life Shop and Hop, but that is an easy way to go through it. It is, and
I'm happy because in going through it, I know everybody. I know everybody was doing videos on the credits and stuff, but I'm really proud because I was able to find 19,315 gift credits and stuff at the shop.
Kudos to you. That's
which is that is a lot of Lindens.
I found all those Lindens, and I'm proud of it. And the truth is that other people hadn't. So I feel like I worked really hard to make sure everybody could get they could squeeze those Lindens and get some cool stuff. Every vendor has been so generous, though. I can't be remiss. I mean, every single vendor who gave a
They really
gift
have.
and stuff, and gave a gift card or credit, has been so generous. They had great displays. I love the new layout. If you haven't been to the Shop and Hop yet, you probably don't know the Shop and Hop has a totally new layout, and I
Well,
like it.
they always do. They always do every time they do one. But yeah,
Yeah, but this
the
one is
layout for this
completely
year is
different.
really,
This
really
one is
good.
like a square layout now instead of what they used to have, which is hallways that you had to go across. So
Oh
this one is
yeah. It became a little bit of a mess because sometimes you get lost of. It starts doing loops and stuff like that, and it's ridiculous.
exactly. So this new version I feel is a lot more user friendly because it's just one square that you go around, and it has a main central drop off, and then
Yeah.
and there are four corners. So if you stand on any one of those four corners, you can actually get a gift for several, at least a good 4 or 5 stores from standing in that one spot. So it's not bad. It's not bad. I thought it was really well thought out. And it definitely kept with the futuristic theme.
Oh, that's what the theme was?
Yeah, our
Yeah.
fabulous
Wondering.
future.
Our fabulous future is trying to keep a kind of
Mhm.
a futuristic look. Yeah. Which is what they did for most of the SL20B. I mean, I don't know if you noticed the Lab Gab studio. It also has like some futuristic stuff behind them, behind the 3 chairs
Oh,
that they have there and stuff like that.
wow.
That's really
Well,
cool.
I'm looking forward to seeing because LabGab hasn't changed in ages. They were due for a makeover.
Yeah, you will have to see their you will have to see their set, Cat, because if you I know you're still doing the hunt, you got to drop by it because there's something on that sim.
Good to know.
I got to give you a hand with the hunt. Speaking of the hunt, there's the new gift area. Have both of you been to the new gift area?
No. What's that?
Not yet, but I hear there's a lot of goodies there.
Yeah. So pretty much in the middle of this exhibitor areas, there is a gift area with gifts from the multiple exhibitors. We actually haven't placed anything there yet, and we probably should with a landmark to this location as well. But it's there to so that the exhibitors can place their gifts also in a central area. It's right in the middle of the exhibitor section.
Mm.
So if you drop by there, there's teleports to the second floor, and the second floor then has all of those gifts, including, and that's what I was telling you, Kat, an avatar then that I would assume that's by Drama Libre, which is the stickman with the big nose.
Oh,
Which I got one of those.
I have to go see that. That's one of my favorite places to go, Drama Libre. When I first came into SL, that was the first ever party I ever went to in Second Life. And it was the only party that I went to that was well attended. Everybody was friendly. I got a picture of what I looked like at the time. And this is with clay hair. So way back in 2007. And they were just so sweet to me. That became like the one thing that I came into SL for. And then that ended up growing into me participating in a place called Help People Island, where I got into being kind of like the social director there. And I was organizing parties, doing events, doing races, doing all sorts of kind of fun things. And then it just, turned into when I left SL in 2010, I kind of took a 10-year pause. And then when I came back in 2020, of course, I went back to Drama Libre. And that's how I started my channel. And literally, that's how I ended up meeting Zack, because I started collaborating with Zack after I started my channel.
Indeed, and we've been going like that for a while now.
Yes.
I've always wanted to go to one of those events. They seem like so much fun.
It's a unique build every week. They're doing a 2 week pause because they brought back two of their builds for SL20B, and I'm hoping if Tim is available, I'm hoping to do a walkthrough tonight at 8 o'clock. And with some luck, we'll be able to do that walkthrough and maybe have a little music to go along with it. Have some fun.
No,
But
those events look like a lot of fun. My only problem with them is how late they are.
yeah, for you, there's like what 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, like or 6 a.m. or I mean, it's just the timing is just
Yeah,
bad
it's
for you.
like 3 or 4 in the morning. Yeah, it's I mean,
Yeah.
they're at 8, right?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah,
It's-
that's 4 in the morning for me. That's like no, that's a no go. I mean, sometimes I'm awake at that time because I'm still rendering something, but it's not very likely. And if I
Yeah.
am, I'm not in the mood to go and dance.
I mean, the funny part is he actually did what did you do? You did the one of the bills they brought
The
back
lunar landing.
is the lunar colony.
Yeah, colony.
And
Yeah.
you came as a Dalek for that one. And one of my dear friends who I love in SL, her name is Alexi. She has a channel called Alexi
I
Adventures.
love Alexi.
Yes, me too. She's so awesome. And she did a great dance video on that, which I was like dying. She did such a good job. Her and Espu did such a good job on it. And so I'm pimping her out right now because I really love that video. But
Yeah,
it was
check if she
it
wants
was
to
a
drop by.
wickedly good video. I mean, honestly, it was fun. It was playful. It was one of the best I've seen. It was just a good one to watch, and it was totally worth it.
I agree. I always watch the ones she does. They're just so much fun. That's why I found out about it. I was like, wow, I really want to go to one of those.
Yeah, she does a great job. She really does a great job, and it was such a fun video. Oh, and in fact, you know what? Let me. Although, well, we're in Second Life, but because Pammy is our guest, I want to make sure Pammy gets a copy of that video. So I'm putting the
Okay.
link in our chat.
Yeah,
So
that's
nearby
fine, of
chat, so
course.
she can see that, because that's a really cool thing to check out. And she can see the build too. But that was really fun.
Yeah, those are really really great videos.
Yes.
Alexis really does some proper electrifying work.
Yeah. Her and Espu are really talented. She does great lives. She does really fun lives. I remember we did one really fun live stream where it was a Halloween themed one, and it was so fun. We ended up doing one of the Mad Pea rooms.
Oh my gosh, I love those.
And she had it built on her property, and we ended up doing it, and we had to save her or else the spider was going to eat her. So that was really fun to do, and we had no idea what we were going to do. We were just doing a live. We were meeting up, and we had no idea what was going to happen. So that was fun.
That's honestly really cute. I love doing videos with her. I especially love those Mad Pea rums. They're so much fun.
They are, but they're hard. Some of them are real
They
hard.
are. I've never completed any of them.
I
Yeah,
can't.
sometimes
do
they're
them
a
solo.
little bit hard to go.
I cannot do them solo, and I've been trying to finish the darn one that they did at the circus, and
Yes.
I keep going into the clown's house, and I can't figure out the pattern to get out of it. I always end up dying and getting returned back to start.
I finished that. The only one that I had a problem with was there's this thing where you have to like walk on like a tightrope or something,
Oh my god!
and it's extremely hard. I was like, I don't even.
I
Amazing
believe
though.
that. I believe that because I actually did a Nari had a type rope challenge game one week when she was doing stuff at Paradiso,
Yeah.
and we all showed up, and I I think I took 3 steps and then I got eaten by the alligators or whatever.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Okay, and no, my wordplay back there went off. I was saying that Alexis has some electrifying work, because you know what's also electrifying?
I don't know.
It's
What is?
it's those sweepstakes with that electric.
Oh no! You had to go there.
I had to go there.
You punny man.
Come on, you know me. I'm always going for the stupid dad joke. It's always the same thing. But I mean, come on, those are ridiculous. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you've
That's
already
right.
you've already signed
Pat's
up.
going to give somebody a Chevrolet Volt, and they're also going to give
Exactly.
somebody an Asus gaming laptop.
And by giving a Chevrolet Bolt, we don't mean the one that is on that picture that is on Second Life. No, we mean a real one and a
Yep.
real laptop.
That
But
is
only if you are in the
correct,
US. Offer limited to the US.
However,
If you are not in the US, like myself, you
Yes.
may win a we have here. Let me get the proper images for that, because we have them. We placed them on the news as well. Let's see. So this is the US ones. We have a Chevrolet Bolt and a gaming laptop as first prize.
Oh my gosh, it's so nice.
Yeah. And for the ones who are not in the US, what we have, it's not this. That's where you go and click it. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find the right picture. That is not it. That is still where you go and click it. It would have to be that is the laptop. Where is my picture? I had it here. I don't know where it is.
By the way, Patch looks lovely in that dress.
He does,
I really
he
dig
does.
that dress
There
on
we go.
Patch.
The global sweepstakes are a grand prize of a second lifetime premium subscription, or a first prize of 1 year premium plus subscription, and then daily prizes of 1 year premium subscription. That is a global sweepstakes. It applies anywhere in the world, including still the US. So make sure you go there and you tap those boards to get your prizes, or maybe get your prizes.
Wow.
But
that
you
is
know
so
what I love?
smart.
They say join the sweepstakes with your primary avatar, and that makes
Yeah,
sense.
they don't let you use your alt. No, yeah, because
Yeah, as they should.
But I found it really funny because I'm like a Second Life lifetime membership. That's a lot. That's a lot.
yeah, but
I know I'm gonna be
then
hitting it.
then we have to try to figure out if it works like those all you can eat buffets, where if you actually try to go and all you can eat, and you have and you're a little bit and you can eat more than they expect, they start kicking you out. But yes, but we have those sweepstakes. That's I mean, that's
I
some
didn't
great
even know
stuff
that
as
was a
well.
thing. That's so nice and generous. Wow.
Yeah, nobody was expecting that. That came out of the left field.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that was. But it's a really nice opportunity, and the fact that it's a hybrid car is really appreciated.
Yeah, but it was really unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going
Unlike
for those memberships.
yeah,
Mhm.
unlike the Music Fest, which of course was expected.
Yes.
Have you seen anyone on the list that you really want to go and watch?
Any live performances? No.
Any live performances?
I wanted to, but it's been I've been crazily busy. As you know, when the Shop and Hop started, they did a soft opening on Wednesday. I went to the soft opening on Wednesday, and that was exhausting. I didn't finish the video for that until I think 1 a.m. Thursday morning. And then I had to post it.
Yeah.
Then on Thursday I had to do some marketing videos for a friend group that I'm collaborating with called Eclipse Club and Resort Eclipse Productions. And they're doing several sets at SL20B. Oh, I'm not the only star, by the way. That is famous and gets prime coverage. Our one and only Zack Haiku is DJing at the Mandala stage, at SL20B. So,
Oh,
Well, we'll see if I can pull a good set there, and if everyone likes it.
yes.
I'm just rubbing elbows with all the stars.
It's fun because the DJs I know at Eclipse, there's several of them are doing sets, and so 5 of them are actually doing sets during the next week. So some are doing sets on Monday, some are doing sets on Wednesday. One of them is doing a 2-hour set on Tuesday at the big stage, which should be
Wait,
really
they're allowing for 2-hour sets.
He's one of the few people who gets a 2-hour set because he has a 2-hour show that is really fun and gets a lot of attention. He's been doing it for like 10 years. Well, no, this show has been going. This is the longest running radio show in SL, and he takes it with him wherever he goes. So when he started his club back 3 years ago, he brought it into his club, but he takes it on field trips like SL20B and stuff. They'll do charity events like Fantasy Fair. He does Fantasy Fair at SL20B. The Veteran Affairs Monument, he'll do a set there. So there's special places that they end up doing little road trips away from the club where they do this show.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a fun thing. They do trivia stuff. This is one of those radio DJs who incorporates a little bit of everything. So he not only has like his theme music, but he does music trivia, and sometimes he even does contests where you can where the VIPs can actually win and take home linen. So it's kind of a cool.
Wow.
It's a cool. He does a very fun show when he's DJing.
All
But
right.
yeah.
That sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
I did go to a couple of singers, mostly by accident. I mean, I was there at one of the opening ones. Marx de Sade, not Marquise. Marx is really Marx de Sade.
Yes,
I was there. Yeah, and I was there for another one because me and July were doing the hunt, and that's another place where you gotta go. It's the Mandala stage, Katheryn. Yeah, because there's something on the backstage.
Okay.
And we were doing the hunt, and I noticed another yellow dot on my map. It was an old friend of mine, so I started chatting as well, and completely unprompted because I was chatting in IMs even. July just decided, yeah, this singer is good. Let's stick around. So we stuck around for a little bit while she was singing. It was a very good singer. I can't remember her name now, and that is going to bother me. But I did subscribe to the alerts from her, so I should get something. But it was a very good singer as well. But you know who I'm surprised I haven't seen anywhere on the calendar is Ali.
Alley Cat, I know. I
expecting
love
Alley
Alley
Cat to be there
Cat.
as well.
I was surprised Alley Cat wasn't on the list because she's really good. She's good at revving up an audience. She's good at build up. She's really fun.
That would have been a doozer.
Mm-hmm. And actually,
but yeah, Yeah, sorry, go on.
Actually, it's all your fault. Now that I like Alley Cat because of you, because you had her at Sai's wedding. Sai,
Yeah, we got at Sue's wedding, at Sukino's
yeah,
wedding.
Sue's wedding.
Sue and Matcha.
Sue, who recently got married and had the most fabulous wedding. Oh my God, you should have seen Sue's dress was a stunner. It was this like wonderful mermaid black gown with floral accents. It was really beautiful.
Well,
It
just
was
because on the shows she's always there wearing sporty clothes because it's sports. Because it's HEG Sports Plus, doesn't mean that that's the only thing she wears.
I'm telling you, she looked good. She was very elegant. Her and her bride were so lovely, and I love that the bridesmaids, they were very clever because each bride had two bridesmaids and they had different dresses, but everything was very cohesive. It looked like a fashion label. It was really nice. I loved it.
And yes, and then we had three different singers afterwards, because apparently everybody decided that the best gift for the brides would be let's get them singers. So we had three different very, very good singers. So it was a really fun wedding. Yeah. Really fun wedding, and I am very, very glad that both Sue and Matcha really liked it.
Yes. And
Right.
the location of the wedding was really nice too. All of it was really nice. It was
Dolly made a really great job with the location.
She did. It was beautiful. Oh, and of course, segueing into our next topic. Apparently, there is a casino that has made an appearance in SL.
Yes, we've had a news piece on that. We've done the news on the new casino that was opened by Linden Lab.
Ooh.
But is
now,
it really a casino is the question.
Yeah, the whole thing, the casino thing, has been giving a bit of a controversy as well, because it's an SL casino, yes, but it is also it works also only with tokens, and every time you go there, you receive. So the first time you receive, I think it's 700 tokens. I have to recheck the news on that. But then every time you go there, every day you go there, you receive another 120 tokens every time, so that you can use in the casino. Every time you win any games in the casino, you receive tokens in return, and those tokens are not exchangeable per lindens.
Or for anything else.
But if you run out of tokens, you can still purchase tokens with lindens, meaning you're spending money to purchase tokens then and continue with your addictive behavior. And that is where the community is not really very keen on.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense to me. Like, what are you getting out of it?
Exactly.
Now the other thing is, I'm trying to find the article on that. It's the Helios Casino and Lounge, which is actually at this moment part of the Welcome Hub. It is one of the sims that is part of the Welcome Hub, which is another thing that is a little bit of a iffy situation.
Yeah.
I mean, the confusion I can see is that, a casino, you were expected to have winners and losers, right?
Yeah.
But in the case of this particular casino, there is only one winner, and the winner is the house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No matter how, even if you're a good player and you're winning lots of tokens, there's no way those tokens can go except back to the house. So there are really there. So the defined the definition of a casino is usually a two-way street. In this case, this street is only one way. So I get the confusion.
Yeah. What I have here, I found the initial article that or the initial Reddit post about this that had some of the parts that would get a little bit controversial. So the games are based on the token system, where you get a set amount of free tokens per day. That's 120. Then have the option to pay for more. The tokens must be purchased as a package if you are to purchase them, which cost between 799 lindens for 800 tokens and 9,999 lindens for 30,000 tokens, with no refunds, of course. Tokens cannot be converted back to lindens or given to anyone else, which is how they went with why they managed to run it. And at the moment, there's no prizes. Winning tokens just means you then put them back into the machines. There's a high roller option on games which charges 3,000 tokens per roll. There's a single pop-up about responsible gambling with a US-only helpline. Yeah. The terms gambling and casino are banned in web search, so the location is only findable with a direct landmark or through the destination guide. But since it is part of the Welcome Hub, it is now very easy to find it. And
I also don't like it being up there.
Yeah, based on a link found at Helios, this is somehow tied to GamCard, which is a company that does psychological profiles of gambling addicts to create responsible game design. Which kind of makes it look like the location then becomes a bit of a guinea pig situation, which is never a good look.
Or technically, it's kind of like one of those situations where they're doing the it's like the ultimate safe house. Where you know how when you have somebody who's an alcoholic or whatever, and they've already gone through treatment and they go to the safe house for a few months just to make sure that everything sticks.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like that, I think.
I don't think that you would have alcohol at the safe house, though.
Yeah, it would be kind of like that if you didn't have gambling in there, but you have.
Yeah.
So that would be we're putting you, since you're not getting healed with your alcohol addiction, we're putting you in a safe house that only has alcohol. That's the only thing we have in here. You don't have food. It's only booze. You either die or you give up alcohol because there's only booze and I don't want this. I mean, that is the concept. That is the concept that we had in the 80s, early 90s. Some parents had about the smoking, of catching your kids smoking. Oh yeah, then now you're going to smoke that entire pack.
I've heard that.
That's not a good way to go.
So technically, for all intents and purposes, it's kind of like a vintage just don't do it kind of a one. Okay. Now I'm getting it. Okay, so then clearly the impetus was, just stop. It's bad.
No, I've had this discussion actually. I think it was either yesterday or a couple of days ago with Pepper, or as many of you know her, Shiloh, or I mean, there's been so many names. Okay, with our very own Pepper, our crazy Brit, and basically the concept there, what we were discussing was, I mean, if it was something where you can go and do your play on the play your blackjack and play on the slots, which is the only two things that is available there, and there's absolutely no cost on anything. Yeah, you have unlimited tokens and you're just playing the game, and you don't lose anything. You basically don't lose anything, don't win anything. You're really just playing the game for playing. That would be one thing. Because I mean, that's a concept that you get if you play, for example, an offline game like Fallout New Vegas. There
Yeah.
are casinos in Fallout New Vegas, but the fact is, your character only has caps, and you can very well open a console and get more caps, or just get out of there and go get you go get caps somewhere, which is what you use. But that's the concept. You do not have it. You're not losing anything. You're not winning anything. If you have an option to actually purchase the tokens, then there is a chance that you are losing something for nothing,
Yeah.
and you're just feeding a gambling addiction on a place that theoretically was made to prevent situations like that. Now the other thing is, apparently this is created and run by the same company that banned gacha machine. Well, no, that's SL. Never mind. Yeah, because SL has banned gacha machines and the gambling mechanics of gachas, but then they're running a casino that, yes, you're not getting anything, but you're spending something. You may be spending something there. So the addictive part of it is still there, and that is an issue. And if they're doing that with a company that does that kind of profiling, psychological profiling of gambling addicts, I mean, it's a test room without informing the users that it's a test room. That would not be a good look. That's all.
And I really don't like it being up there with the and the new people hub, because that's just going to get people who aren't probably new and just going to pay whatever they want to get these tokens. I don't know. I don't like them using it on new people. I feel like new people.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, placing it on the area of the welcome hub, that's even worse.
Yeah.
and they, the funny part is that they have some really great things that are happening at the welcome hub, that we haven't mentioned.
They do, yeah, they do.
So, which
they do.
like
the welcome hub is looking great. There's a lot of things there that are really looking amazing.
That's very true. I love the laser tag. We kind of did a sneak peek and went in and checked out Motown, which was fun. And checked out laser tag, which was really cool.
Oh, I didn't know there was laser tag. Oh, I want to
I love that kind of thing.
It was funny because we were looking at the shopping area. We can talk about that in a second. Yeah. And Katheryn just saw the sign for laser tag. So the laser tag, she starts running, just bolted all the way to the laser tag. We gotta play.
I literally bolted over there. I go. And it was like being a little kid, I'm like, laser tag, I must go to laser tag. I literally followed the arrows.
I've actually never done laser tag. I've always wanted to, though.
We need to go, girl. It's fun. Oh my god! Because they give you, everything is there. They give you a little kit. You get your little backpack and your little gun and your little laser gun and everything. And then
I want to do that.
Yeah, and it's two. I think is it 2 or 4 teams. I know that they had 2 areas for sure. That
4. 4 teams.
We found the blue and the yellow. We didn't find the other 2, but we found out where the base camps are for those 2, and then we were able to play against each other, which was fun.
But yeah, they have the laser tag. That's a great one. They have the new Motown area, which is also associated with the welcome hub, so you can also get there from the welcome hub.
We ended up meeting somebody new too, and guiding them through that, which was fun.
Sorry?
Remember how we met somebody new and we were?
Yes. We met a new resident there, brand new. He was following us around on the laser tag, and then he follows us to Motown. We were guiding him a little bit on how to work with the platform. But yeah, have you been to Motown yet?
No.
Apparently, it has been a little bit laggy a couple of times lately, but that's because there's always a bunch of people there. And I think there's also always a bunch of people there because every time Philip shows up anywhere, the crowds just starts getting there. And Philip has been on Motown a few times,
What did they do there
dancing.
exactly? Oh,
Um,
dancing.
Yeah, the new Motown sim. So it's the sim for Motown Records. They
Oh,
have collaborated with a company called Stinger, and so there's a HUD that lets you listen to music from their catalog completely legally. So that
that's
showcases, and they have
amazing.
a kind of a radio thing to play songs from their catalog for you.
Oh, I love that.
And yeah, so there's been kind of people going there just dancing. It's not even I don't even think they were actually having or starting parties there. It's just people that dropped by and started dancing. Especially every time a Philip drops there, yeah, then it's chaos.
I need to put my dance hat on and go down there.
Yeah, definitely. But it's been a pretty busy location lately because it's a new thing. But it is one of the sims that is part of the Welcome Hub. There's also the skill gaming sim. There is a sandbox sim, and there's a sim that showcases Linden Homes, the available Linden Homes.
Ooh.
So you can also check on that. There's the central welcome hub, which has the tutorials and help and all of that.
Yeah, I remember that when I first started.
And there is a shopping sim as well. Now the shopping sim, I don't really like the shopping sim that much. Only
Why?
for specifically for the fact that okay, when you created your avatar, what was the first thing you went and tried to look for?
A mesh body and mesh head.
And probably clothes as well and stuff like that,
Yeah.
right? There is not a single clothing shop, a skin shop, shape shop at the shopping area. What there are is things like Tardfish with their cute little add-ons, cute little animesh things that you can add to yourself.
Yeah.
There's a couple
Mad
of
P. I love
vehicle
Mad P,
shops.
but
There's
yeah.
Mad P. There's a couple of
I see
furniture
what you mean.
shops. Yeah, there's
Like those are
not
great shops, but it's not really going to help a person starting out brand new.
exactly. And I've had this discussion with Katheryn as well. In my opinion, one thing that could have been a really great thing for the Welcome Hub is a freebie sim. I mean,
I was just
a
thinking
lot
that,
of
yeah.
a lot of new people go to like Freebie Galaxy and all that, and let's make sure to repeat it. That place is a mess now because it's years and years of junk that's been accumulated. Even though there are a couple of good things on the ground floor every once in a while, but it's very hard to find things that are actually good. It's just really a mess. But if it was something that Linden Lab had created a freebie sim, contacted a few of the shops that, okay, you give a free item of your shop, so we can place it here. That will be helpful for new users. Users go and they can find a free item, and they then know that shop where they got that first item that they've actually been wearing, and they will go there when they start actually purchasing Linden and go and using them.
Yep.
Now, a series of shops that has furniture, cars, and stuff furniture that you cannot place because you don't have a house. You just build your avatar. Cars that you have no idea where to use because again, you just built your avatar. All of those things like that. I mean, in my opinion, the only shop in there that I saw that actually made any sense was was that AO shop, Body. I keep forgetting their name. I always forget their name. Um, I
Was
can't
it
remember the name now.
Birth? Breathe?
No. It's body something.
Hmm.
The AO shop, you mean? Body language?
Yeah, body language.
Oh,
It's the only
okay.
shop in there that I would think, okay, yes, an AO is something that a new user would like to have. But even then, they have to understand the concept of what an AO is.
And honestly, there's a lot of shops already that offer free body meshes, so they didn't even have to ask anyone to give a free one. They could have just asked the ones who already offered a free ones, just, hey, will you put a place up here? That way they can go through, look at
Exactly.
all the free mesh heads and free mesh bodies and choose one.
Yeah, and so many shops that provide free mesh bodies and mesh heads, or free clothes, free. Yeah, it would be a matter of contacting those and say, yeah, would you like to put your items here for new users to find them. I mean, I think that would be a lot more
Beneficial. Yeah.
a
I
lot
mean,
more
it-
beneficial for users.
It's interesting. I remember watching the SL movie. Somebody said a universal SL mesh body, but we already have universal mesh SL bodies. We have the Ruth body, and we have the Ruth bodies, and the for men and women. So it's not like we don't have a universal mesh body that works. It's just that we have so many choices because
Yeah.
there's so many so much quality product out there that it's kind of, it pushes you in a direction of spend versus holding back. Because
Yeah,
I put together in a day literally. I had a friend of mine come in. They'd never been here before. They wanted a mesh head and a mesh body. I put them literally. They still had the really nice. I think at that point, Birth was still giving away a free head, but also the Genus Project was still giving. It's still giving
Yeah.
a free head too. Their strong head,
Yeah,
and
it's
so
still there.
They got two of them. They got two heads. They got the Ruth body, and the Ruth body is actually pretty nice, but it fits only standard, classic, small, medium, and large mesh clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. I mean, you still have a possibility for a decently sized wardrobe, depending on where you're looking.
There is another mesh body. I forget the name, but I often talk about it on my channel. And
The
they
Atenea,
basically,
the one that's Matreya's size.
yes, yeah. That's my favorite free mesh body ever.
Yeah,
It's the
it
best
is.
one out there.
They do a fantastic job. Not only that, it's bomb. And
Yeah.
if you pay an extra like $297 or something in Linden, it becomes a bomb body, which is really fabulous. And it comes with its own alpha HUD, which is really great. You're right. It's a really quality body, and they keep upgrading it. They're upgrading it for free. When I first saw the Atenea body, I got version 2.6. The last time I checked and got it for somebody, it was version 7.0. So they keep improving it as they go on, which is, just a huge thank you to that group, because that's
Great.
not easy. That's not easy work. But it's a nice body, and it fits a lot of really cute clothes. Really cute clothes.
Yeah, I wonder how it's going to go now with when the Nux is released, the NUX. We'll see how that one goes. Because they are apparently close to releasing anyway.
Well,
What?
That's what they say.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll see. I mean, it's interesting because I remember they were debuting a body. They debuted a mesh avatar body back last year at 19B, but I haven't heard about it since then.
Yeah, that's the NUX. Yeah.
It's been kind of quiet
mesh
on that.
bodies.
The problem
Okay,
is that the minute you get even if you change it, everybody knows what Bitsy looks like. Everybody knows that Bitsy's a noob. Bitsy's not unattractive. She's cute.
I love Bitsy.
But
Yeah, but you know how it is. It's like, for example, right now, yesterday or a couple of days ago, Reborn released a new set of rests, which for creators like me, that is a mess. That is something I hate. I hate that they keep releasing add-ons, because every time you have an add-on, I have to re-rig things for that. I have to then rig for the regular, rig for the one with an add-on, read for. I mean, I don't want that
Agreed.
kind of mess.
that's
But
a lot
now
of creators.
everybody's in. Yeah, but users, they're all in an uproar because there's new breasts there. Then you can use the new
Yeah.
mommy whatever, or whatever the name is.
Well, the deformers, and then the squishy thighs, and then the tummy, and then the
I
Yeah.
have never bought anyone one of those. I'm just like, that's too much. You're doing too much.
Yeah, and it's all this is great, and I'm like, yeah, it's great for you who are using it. What about me who am trying to make things for it? I mean, I already have to go and select. I only want to do stuff for these bodies, because otherwise it's a mess. I can't do things for all 98 bodies that are out there in the market.
And that's something I noticed when I tried to be a creator myself. And I was like, you know what? I have to really give props to creators, because I can't imagine creating items for every single mesh body. And there's more coming every single day. So I don't know how you guys do it. I cannot. It's too
No,
much work.
it's impossible, and then it's even more impossible when you notice some of the creators, like Maitreya and Legacy, and even Reborn. Sometimes you try to get their kits. You do everything possible to get their kits, and they will not give you their kits.
I heard about that. You have to have a
And
certain
then,
number of sales or a certain look or something to
yeah,
get the kits.
yeah,
That's
but it's
crazy.
not even, a lot of the times it's not even like that. For example, Legacy, you had to go through actually providing your real life ID to a
What?
system in order to be able to receive anything.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah. Maitreya, they really don't give it to anyone.
No,
But
they
everybody
don't.
has the Maitreya kits.
How they figured it out, or how they managed to mesh that, I don't know.
I do know how.
I kind of don't
I
want
do
to
know
know.
how. What do you mean you kind of don't want to know? It's the magic of Ginkgo. That's what it is.
Okay.
If it wasn't for Ginkgo providing all of those stuff, yeah. And that's how a lot of people have creator kits for a lot of stuff. And everybody worries. Oh, okay, but will Maitreya go and sue me for because I'm using a non-official creator kit? If only the official creators were using their kits, Maitreya wouldn't be selling as many things as they do, because nobody would. There wouldn't be enough clothes for it. Same thing with a lot of other bodies. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I agree.
But
I mean,
it's ridiculous. There's bodies and bodies and bodies. Everybody wants to make a new body.
Well, we have.
I mean, there's
right
gotta
now,
be a little bit of a.
Women have a lot of an abundance of choices. We have Cupra cups. We've got Caffeine, which has the Erica and the other bodies that they produce.
Yeah.
Then we
the
have
other one from Inithium as well. The one that's
We have-
similar in
well,
shape
that's
to
Cupra.
Maitreya.
Yeah. Inithium
No,
is
because there's a third one from Inithium now.
yeah, they just created that one. That one
is-
just was
yeah.
released. I remember that. That's a brand new, a more slender build. And then they have and then of course there's Maitreya. Beleza has the Gen X. Reborn has E-Body has the Reborn.
Yeah.
So the bodies that used to be like plastic and stuff, I don't know if they're even being distributed anymore.
They're still available, but people are not creating more for it. Then you had situations like when at the beginning of the year, as we reported, when you had, for example, Slink that went away.
I've never even used a slink body. That's when I joined,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one was even talking about it.
It's been a long time since a lot of people use the slink body. But the fact is, the slink body in terms of structure was well built because it was optimized. It was properly optimized. But yes, but the creator, she had some issues and she had to leave, and she left Second Life. So no
Aw.
more slink body. Everybody who had slink bodies, now they get stuck with nothing because, of course, people hear slink body is gone. They stopped making. They already had stopped making things for it, but they stopped. The ones that were still making stopped completely.
That sucks.
So yeah,
My first
so,
Mesh body was Balaza Freya. Then I moved to Maitreya and then Legacy and Reborn.
It's
I mean, I've been.
I mean they're all really nice bodies. It's hard to choose. I've been torn because I have a Maitreya, I have a Legacy body that I bought, and I was torn because I've never used my Legacy body, ever, and
Really?
yeah, and
That is
I keep hearing
that is a waste of 5,000 lindens.
I know. Well, no, I got it for half price. They remember.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking that. I was thinking, yeah, no, you probably got it at the
You
half
know
price
me.
thing.
I'm like a bargain hunter. And when they had their festival for the Legacy body, you know I was going to get it at half price. It was not
at
gonna
a half
And
price.
you know,
of
the Gen
course.
X one is on sale right now. I'm planning on getting that myself. And then I'll have
Is
just
it
about
because
all of
nobody
them.
is making clothes for it?
They're making clothes for it. They have clothes. Believe it or not, I
Yeah,
think
but
the most complicated
it's a lot.
aspect is shoes.
Yeah, I think it's a lot less creators that are making clothes for Gen X than you would expect for a new body like that. The only other body that is new like that I see even less clothes being made is Peach.
Oh
That
yeah.
thing,
I keep
everybody
hearing
made
about
the
that, but I
big
never looked
fuss
at it.
about it, and it just crashed and burned.
I heard there's a new body coming out called Star, and I have.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, everybody.
There is one. I think it was available even at the SL20B. I'm not sure if it's free or not, but yeah, it's a star body, some sort of star thing. I did see it there.
I just don't understand why there's so many, because honestly, they all kind of look similar other than minor details. Like, the only ones that I really see a difference in is the Eborn and the Cupra. And I really don't like my Cupra, so I don't wear it. And that sounds bad. Like, I think it's a beautiful body, but it's just not for me. I only got it because it was free. But all the other bodies, they look very similar, so I don't understand the difference between all of them. In truth.
It's an abundance of choice. Too much choice, and it's like you can't really. And it just makes it really tough for the creator, to be honest. I feel like that's why I can understand why somebody would say make a standard body, but they did that at the beginning of this whole startup, and when they did that, unfortunately, people wanted to customize, and that didn't work because nobody wants the same uniform. That's the funny part about it.
People want the roundest of breasts and the roundest of butt. That's it. They want all of the curves. Every single detail there on the curves that you can get. And I mean, it's all very nice, but when you get into a club and there's 50 people, where 20 of them are wearing Reborn, 10 of them are wearing Cupra, and another 10 are wearing Legacy, and then you have the final 10 wearing Maitreya. That is a lot that your viewer has to deal with.
You know what I wish they would do? Instead of making so many bodies for females, I wish they would put somewhere out for men. Because men really get the short end of the stick most of the time.
Well, I wish they would. No, but then the problem is, again, the creation kits. You know how many times I'm picking up clothes and I'm looking, okay, is there a Legacy option? No. Okay. But when it comes to you ladies, it's like there's no option for my body, then I'm not getting any of this because it doesn't fit. When it comes to us, there's no option for this. Okay. Can I hide most of my body and still fit in this thing? Yes. Okay, then I'm getting it anyway because that's how it works with us.
It's really true because I have a male avatar and I do that all the time.
That is
I'm like, I
literally
wish
how
it
it
was that
works with
easy.
us.
Hey,
Yeah.
when I was doing my tutorials on Altamora, that's exactly what I would do. I would hide the body.
Yeah. Can I had most of like if this suit was not available for Legacy, I would probably have a little bit of an issue with okay, there's the open shirt and all that, but can I hide most of it and still have the open shirt working and not clip through it? Yes. Okay, then it's good. Then I'm good to go.
Yeah, okay, maybe I don't feel that bad for you guys.
No, but that's the problem. The problem there is then you can't find things for the actual size.
Yeah.
So if we wear that other size, so I'm going to look for something and it's only available for Jake or only available on the regular sizes, on the Second Life sizes. Sure, I fit into the whole thing by hiding my body, but then my head looks big or looks too small for whatever I'm wearing. Because that was not
Avatars out there. They're just a lot.
They
And
are.
so to keep up with that, it's not an easy challenge. I mean,
it
you have to
isn't.
really develop a sense of style that is unique to you, and that's appealing. And that can't be easy when you have so many choices. But
Agreed.
even then, it's like between the deformers, and I remember somebody telling me that there are like 20 different deformers that they wear on their what because this particular person is a performer. So they perform as a male or female avatar, and sometimes when they're doing their female, they have all these deformers going on. They have the squishy boobs and the maze thighs
But
and all this
that
stuff.
that
It's a lot.
that just gives me that just gives me the idea that okay, so you got a body, but you don't really like that body. So you have to deform it to hell until you get it to the right shape that you want. That doesn't sound good.
I agree. To be honest, I didn't even know deformers existed until I met Thorn. And then I was like, oh, this is a thing. People actually do this. They buy these deformers for their bodies. I didn't know
I
that.
know. I mean, I love Thorin. He's brilliant, and
He
he has
is.
this design aesthetic that just scares the hell out of me because he's so freaking talented. It's like Thorin, could I just be in your brain for like 5 minutes? Just
I know.
5 minutes! Because I know I would take a lot out of it.
I know exactly what you mean.
Because he's just so clever. I mean, he's created some beautiful things, and he's so smart too. Because he tells you, you know what? Never buy anything that's not modified.
That's
'Cause
where I
you
learned
can-
that from too.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you can tint it, you can modify, you can reshape it, you can do all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
See, you have yourself someone to teach you. You may say you have yourself a nice mentor. And you know where I'm going
So
with this.
He's so busy. I wish, you know, because I mean, if Thorn charged, he could charge a mint for his services because he's that good.
But you know exactly where I'm going with that.
I do know you. I did know where you were going with it, so that's why I let it go.
But yes, there is something else that is new on this Second Life 20th birthday, or that started being something that happens now, which
Yes.
is, and I'm stumbling and saying all these things so I can get the proper image, so I can put it right there on the screen. It is the mentor program. So mentoring opportunities, mentor program, which apparently you can become a mentor and work in shifts to help any new residents that land and hit the green button, the big green buttons at the welcome hub.
Oh, I would love to do that. That's so nice.
Now, yes, it's very nice to help a new.
It is. We had fun helping that new guy.
Yeah, it's always great giving a help and all of that. My only thing is, okay, so you have a shift which you are expected to cover.
Oh.
You're not getting paid. You're volunteering, so I mean, what gives?
Yeah, I thought it was just like, oh, if you have some free time, you come in, you help some
No, no,
people.
no. You have a shift. So
Oh,
if they hit the
3
button during
hours.
their shift, you got to go there.
It's a 3 hour commitment.
yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and that's where the whole mentor thing becomes a little bit. It's the whole sycophant behavior of, oh, this is uh, it's so great and I'm willing to do anything for it. No, I'm not. I have other stuff I would like to do.
I know, because if I'm going to spend 3 hours on Second Life, then I would probably just pick up a normal job in Second Life.
Yeah. And I mean, I go to a lot of welcome areas often, or to freebie places or anything. Pick up a noob and help them and teach them from start to until they have a complete new look. I will do that every once in a while, but I mean, I would expect, at least if you're a mentor, that Linden Lab would be like, okay, then we'll offer you a premium subscription, for example, and you're a mentor. It would be
Honestly,
a sort of payment,
I would
or
even do it
we'll
free if
offer
they
you
weren't like
land.
expecting us to be there at certain hours.
Yeah. Now, having a situation where you have shifts and stuff like that, and they expect you to be there, that's kind of no. That's kind of a no-no to me. Catheryn,
I
thoughts?
don't know. I mean, I do like volunteering, so I have to say, I'm torn by it because I love the concept of volunteering. But
Same
Well, I
yeah,
here.
do
there is
too.
there is the but what kind of can you're right. I feel like they should offer some kind of benefit, whatever that might be. And it doesn't even it could be something as lame as a T-shirt, but something,
Yeah,
you know.
that's the thing. I volunteer, and I do love volunteering. It is something that I feel it's good to do. Yes, when it's for an institution that is providing some sort of assistance to any kind of. So yeah, I volunteer, for example, at a dog pound. Yeah,
Mhm.
so yes, that's the kind of thing I would consider. Yes, that's a good thing. I would not. I'm not volunteering to work for free at my own at the company I work at. No, you're a company.
Yeah,
Pay me, please.
yeah, because I mean, it's kind of tough, and I mean, I would think that it would be nice to. I mean, it's a good way to equip the Welcome Hub with a kind of a group that
Support system.
watches out for new people, so that if somebody presses the button and there's a trolling incident, they'll know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is not necessarily a bad thing. So there are
No.
pluses and minuses with it, but I would hope that as they develop the program, they maybe show a little more of the incentives to be an active mentor.
Or even if they just cut out the set times, I would be fine with that because then you can just go there whenever you're free. Just go there and help out.
Exactly. If they did not have it as shifts, I would say that would be a good way. Like, okay, you're a mentor. Somebody presses the button. Every single mentor that is online receives a message so they can come over.
I like that.
Or not even that, or somebody presses the button and the mentor group pops up, pointing
That's
out
a
that
good.
there
I
is
like that.
someone there, and somebody from the group will say, okay, I'll go there, that's done, so that there's not a mess of 50 people all of a sudden landing there to help one person. That would be
I was
overwhelming
just thinking how overwhelming that
for the
would
new
be.
resident. Imagine you're a new resident, and I've seen a fun one on the mentor thing. So I saw a new resident who, yes, hit the button, and their mentor was one of those mushroom people avatars, but a tall one. The ones that have been going around a lot since Fantasy Fair. I don't know if you've seen those. The with no nose and kind of
Yeah.
a strange lip. Yeah. So there were a bunch of those at Fantasy Fair, and so the guy asked for assistance, and that's what he got. So And I was just thinking, I mean, that's got to be kind of a weird thing when you land and all of a sudden who comes to help you is a a very tall mushroom shaman person with a stick, and you're okay, thanks. Now imagine if all of a sudden you're there, you click the button, and yes, the system did not work properly, and you get six of those coming up, or six different people with weird outfits coming up to help you. You'd be a little bit overwhelmed. Yes, it's not a
I
good
love
thing.
Avatar so much that I have a feeling that if I volunteer, I might volunteer as a dinky. Because they're so cute. I think the dinky avatars are so cute. They are just the cutest. And there's one dinky avatar that reminds me of a cat that I had for like a long, long time, and she was my favorite.
Oh, so those are the cat ones.
The little kitten,
Yeah.
yeah, they're little kitten ones, and they're so
Oh,
cute.
I love them. I thought they were
just land with one of the hammy avatars as well, the hamsters.
But I love when those are free or on sale because the hammies are fun. Those hammies are cool.
I have one of those. The place where you can get them, they cost 100 linden each. You can get one for 100 linden. They are not an expensive avatar.
But they have stuff to wear too. I love that they have stuff to wear.
They do. The Japanese community does a lot with those hammies.
Yep, they're fun.
They love that. But yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if it is well worked and you could work it without the shifts, just somebody press the button. Here's a message to the entire group who wants to come and get it, and somebody goes and gets it.
It's tough, and I can tell you this because I've actually worked at a gateway, and the problem is that if you're not strong in maintaining your group connections, what happens is that group dissipates to a point where no one is online because people over time in SL come in and out. So even your best mentors might come in and out. And that's, I think, the biggest challenge. So I can understand why they did shifts, but 3 hours is a long shift. I mean, even a 2-hour host shift is a lot. So a 3-hour mentor shift feels like a long time for me. That's the only.
I would do it if it was 1 hour.
If they had.
No, I understand that the shifts do not require you to be there.
I'm almost there. Okay.
Yeah. I understand that the shift does not require you to be there; it just requires you to be available.
So I don't know. I have to check, but I'm gonna look into it and see. Who knows? Maybe I could do an adventure day as me as a volunteer, and then I'll be in my dinkified self.
That would be cool.
Yeah, because I actually the other day when we did disco at Drama Libre, I went as a disco dinky girl.
That's a fun one.
I look cute. I look so cute in my little dinky avatar.
Well, is there anything else any of you would like to discuss during the show? We're almost at 1 hour, 1.5 hours.
Woo!
Otherwise, we leave it for the next one next week.
We're here that long.
Yeah, we're at 1 hour 25 minutes. Yeah.
Wow, that's a long time.
That was a long time. That was one hell of a talk. But we will do it again next week. Next weekend. I hope. Let's just try to figure out when or at what time, considering I have my set at 1.
Yeah. Well, we could keep it to a half hour and just do a really laser focused. Not because this was the first time we did it, so we had a lot of topics. I'm sure next week we'll have less.
Yeah. We ended up not being able to get Pepper. I guess she ended up not being able to come. But it is someone who I would like to have on one of these to maybe try to discuss the PBR.
Yeah, PBR and prims and diamonds and all that stuff.
Exactly.
Optimization, because they know that
expertise on that front.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. So I would love to listen in and find out.
It's the new texture system that they're implementing.
Oh, the mirror
it's
thing?
gonna be a good one. Yeah.
Oh,
It will allow for mirrors as well. We
I
will
remember
finally get
that.
mirrors in Second Life. Or for Kat to get her disco ball pants to actually reflect everyone in the room.
I think that would be scary. I kind of like my pants, and I think if it reflected everybody in the room, then it would take away from me. So I don't know if I want that. I kind of like my rainbow pants to not necessarily be like little mirror images of everybody in the room.
But yes, so once again, thank you, Daisy. Thank you, iDaisy.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It was so much fun.
Well, we hope we can have you also at a later time. And again, thank you, Katheryn. I don't know why I say thank you. This show is as much yours as mine. And I've been Zack. I'm just shooting out the signatures. Unfortunately, we lost.
Pammy.
Yeah, Pammy had to go, but it's okay. We lost Tim right before we started, and we ended up losing Pepper as well. But we hope we have them around. Maybe also Tsukino, Dolly, Missoni,
Oh yes.
and Lily.
And Lily.
Let's see.
So I'm
still...
so proud of us though today. We did such a great job with entertainment. We managed to do the filming in literally less than like 20. We did it in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, probably even less.
Yeah. So I was
now,
like, so that was
I'm gonna
nice.
have to edit it after this.
But it's the great part is it's pretty clean. Between the two of us, we kept it really clean.
Yes, so the edit will be easy.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that.
Indeed. All right. So thanks
and
everyone.
Daisy, if you ever want to become a correspondent for Grid News Entertainment Weekly or Grid Plus, Grid Sports Plus,
and
come on over. We'll tell
ATG
you
Sports Plus, yeah. You can come on. Or if you have any ideas for any additional shows that we may start to produce.
Be all your own, great. Absolutely. We will do that too.
Oh, that sounds amazing, actually.
I still want to start doing some more some more grid trips. So our Nina over there is going to have to start doing some grid trips. And yeah, so we'll have to check on that.
Yes, it'll be exciting. Lots of stuff, lots of possibilities in the mix.
Thank you guys so much for having me. This was so much fun, and I love your channel so much.
Thank you. It was great having you here.
Yes.
Thanks. And thank you all for watching. Whether you're watching live or later, thank you. Okay.